that Fabrizio Romano saying, "Get ready, Arsenal fans. It's been a busy summer already, and the best is yet to come. Arsenal want to do way more." Said that on his podcast today. How you feeling, man? Obviously, we had Norgard this week, Mosquera, and Eze as well. We're hearing Eze as well. You know what I mean? Are you excited? Are you like, you know what I mean? This say what I expected, man. I expected a little bit better than that. You know what I mean? How do you think, bro?
Norgard. I'm not really losing my shit like the rest of the man. Them. For me, I think it's a smart signing. It's underwhelming. I'm not gonna sit here and start putting out compilations like certain man are blood. You get me, and trying to make this a better signing than what it is. But it's a smart bit of business. With Partey going, with Jorginho going, you're losing numbers in the midfield. You know what I mean? So you need to bring in someone in there. If the fee is said to be under 10 million, they're saying 10 million euros, blood. So that's like 8 million. You know what I mean?
Million. Yeah.
That is absolutely piss poor. You know what I mean? Piss poor money. That's nothing. I don't mind that, bruv. You get me? His wages should be low as well. If Arsenal have sent, he's on 40 bags. So you get me? Just give him a little 50 bags. Hold that, blood. You get me? Your wages has been improved. There's going to be no issues getting him to the club because he wants to move. So, yeah, I get it, but like I said, underwhelming, blood. You get me?
That's the thing, bro.
Eze is the one that kind of, you get me. Now I'm excited because that's a man that I've been pushing. You get me? I've always said Eze for me to bring in competition for Odegaard. And he can play on the wings as well. You get me? You know, Arteta loves a bit of versatility in his players. Eze will bring that, blood. You get me? And we don't really have that creative spark in the midfield. Odegaard, he needs to kick up the arse. You get me? I'm not saying Odegaard needs to be sold, but I think he needs to kick up the arse. And I think Eze, you know what I mean? You're not going to be comfortable no more because you know if you're fucking about, Eze going to take your place real quick. You know what I mean? His numbers are good as well. 34 games last season in the league, 8 goals, 8 assists. Mashed hella work in the FA Cup. Key part in them winning their first ever trophy, Palace. Could be another Ian Wright, blood. You know what I mean? Obviously, Wright was a couple years older. You get me? But it could be one of them moves, blood. You understand? But yeah, I'm all for Eze, blood. That's my kind of player. You know what I mean? That's my kind of baller.
You know what it is though? There's this new word now on YouTube, a needle mover, innit? You know, and I feel like
for me, he's a needle mover.
Yeah. Eze would be. Obviously, you know what it is now, yeah? Like it's like you're seeing obviously Liverpool and Arsenal and Man City do their thing, yeah. And I feel like Arsenal want to compete on that level. But with Arteta, he's got his specific profile. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I still think he's running shit at Arsenal. It ain't Berta. Berta's helped facilitating it, but I still believe Arteta is the main guy that's like, yo, like this is what I want. I need this.
Yeah, I believe that.
Like, I'll be real with you, man. And he's been there for 5 years. He's like, yo, this is my shit, bro. You know, what's the guy on what's that show goes? I built this shit brick by brick. What was it?
Oh, Snowfall.
So he's like saying to Berta, yo, I built this shit brick by brick, bro. So I'm like, for you to come in and say, yo, like, man, I'm gonna move it in and nah, bro. You go learn, you go to adjust, you go to help me, and then later on we can then work together. So I feel like with Norgard, yeah, I don't think he's a bad player, what everyone's saying.
No.
But again, is it what they brought in terms of Reinders and them, man? Is it that sort of player? You're losing Partey as well. Is he better than Partey? I don't think he is. But in terms of what you want, though, he's good on the ball. Like he can play out from the back. He's kind of press resistant. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
Yeah, he is. And he initiates a lot of the press for Brentford.
Yes.
And you get me. We're a high pressing team. That's a lot of our game is from the press that we put on people. So I think He's good from set pieces as well. So Yova's gonna have the time of his life with him. Blood. Pause.
Bro, how old is he? 6 foot. How tall is he?
He's
6 foot.
6'1" or 6 foot. Blood.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm saying,
I
bro.
remember even because I've obviously I've seen us play Brentford, and when I see him, I was like, yo, this dude's kind of tall, blood. What the fuck, fam?
Yeah. Scandinavians are like that, bro. Like, you know
Yeah.
what it is as well? He's that type of player that, you know what, yeah? When you play against him, this guy's always a problem. Like, he's in your face.
Yeah, he's aggressive.
He's aggressive. You know what I mean? So it's like one of them where it's like, yo, you always say to yourself, we need a sort of player like that, innit? And you never think he would come to your football club. And he's come now, and I feel like what has happened is, yeah, you got the Kepa, here we go, and then you got the Norgard, here we go, in the same day. And I feel like that's where a lot of people have gone mad. I get it if you're mad, yeah, but if it comes down to the fact that you get your other signings in place, yeah, like your Sesko or your Jokeres, along with maybe a left winger like Eze, then you look at Norgard and you're like, you know what? It's actually not bad when you add it into everything that's together. But when you've got only Norgard and Kepa only, that's it. That's all you got right now. Because the other rest of them are just, you know what I mean, they're links, they're targets. If you only got them now, then it looks a bit like, bloody hell, Man City have got Reinders and Cherky. Florian Wirtz has gone to thingy. They've got Kirkes, they've got Frimpong. They're my title kind of chasers. Oh, yeah, Zubimendi, should I say. Even Zubimendi, though, let's be honest, like, even though I think he's going to be a good player, like, is he giving you that wow factor? Are you like excited about that? You know what I mean? I don't know. It remains to be seen. We have to wait and see in terms of that one. But it's difficult when you haven't got your striker, because that's the one where everyone's like, yo, I want that striker, man. I need that. I need Sesko or I need Jokeres. Once you get that player, you might rest a little bit. You feel me? As a fan base. But I don't know.
Like, for me, the Rodrigo thing I don't like. I know that the Rodrigo,
if the
Rodrigo, no, but this is the thing. If the Rodrigo deal happens, it's going to be after the Club World Cup. So I don't mind.
Oh yeah.
No bids being done with that and no movement. That's cool. He's playing, so we're not going to get him now. So that's fine. But with Jokeres, with Eze, and other left wingers like Lookman, you know what I mean?
Yes.
These players can get done now. These are the deals that can get done now. So these deals need to be getting done now. You know what I mean? I'm tired of hearing Arsenal are ready to go. Let's fucking go, blood. You get me? Because like he said, on your marks, get set, and we're just. Where's the gun?
Yeah,
I'm just. You understand? I'm set. But how long have I been set for? You get me? Set good like the ice in a freezer. What the fuck is this, blood? You know what I mean? Guards always said, but yo, I don't want to set like the ice in the freezer, you know. You see me? Word to cartel. But yeah, there's a one. Yeah, I'm all for it, blood. But we need to start getting that. We need to start getting them here we goes for the marquee signings. You get
the marquee signings, yeah.
It's all good. It's all good, like building the squad and improving the squad and putting more bodies in there and all of that good stuff. But we need to address the starting 11. You get me?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like, you know what it is. Yeah, the Sesko one. I'm not gonna lie to you. That will only materialize after the Club World Cup. Did he even play yesterday? By the way, did he start yesterday?
He was on the bench again, I think.
Oh,
I haven't even kept an eye on the Club World Cup. I'm not. Tomorrow's when I lock in, because it's now we're in the knockout. So now watch-alongs are gonna run. Now I'm locked in. But someone on Twitter, one of the Arsenal lot, said that I think he was on the bench yesterday. So I can't confirm that. But
he came off the bench. Yeah, he came off the bench.
Yeah, see, so he come off the bench, and I mean, so I mean, I know why Rodrigo. That's gonna be an Ozil type deal.
Yeah, that would be Ozil. You see, when man was outside,
but not even just like the Ozil, it's gonna drag like that deal. That's gonna be end of the window. You know what I mean? That's not happening. You get me? Anytime.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
late July.
Late July? You're talking about late August, blood.
Late August.
That if the Rodrigo will be like the last deal for like any club.
Oh,
because of the logistics in the deal.
Yeah. That will be one of them where it's like,
and I get that, innit? That's why you don't see me cussing about Rodrigo. I'm cussing about the striker, because we can get the fucking striker now, blood.
Yeah.
So go get the fucking striker. We can go and get a 10. You understand? So
Yes.
go and deal with that, bro. I'm not hearing this, blood. With the left, we could even go and get the left because we can go and get fucking Lookman.
You know what, like, bro? Look, man, I
Understand?
think they bought Suleimana in from Southampton,
Yeah.
Atalanta, which means obviously, well, to be honest, it don't mean anything because at the end of the day, he was meant to leave anyway this summer, and he's
Yeah.
only got a release clause of I think 50 million.
Bro, it's
something like that.
cheap, blood. Like, come on, man.
You
He's
know
got
what I
a
mean?
point to
So,
prove in the Premier League with his Fulham dramas. Like,
yeah,
he for me, Gyökeres, I wouldn't even like. The Rodrigo thing, I'd just say, you know what? Yeah, if are you gonna sell him to us? Yes or no? Like, we know he's playing Club World Cup, but are you gonna sell him at the end? Yes or no? If they say no, fuck it, go.
yeah,
Go and get Lookman, blood.
go and get Lookman. Yeah, 100%.
I don't think that Rodrigo's gonna happen. You get me? I think it's a dream. You understand?
It's an opportunistic signing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
blood.
It's an
BIG, Martin Luther King, they all had dreams, blood. You get me? And this is another dream. You understand?